Hey, welcome to Mike's Trains, and thanks for joining me for the next part of this video. In this part, I just want to talk about, I'm just going to do something really quick. As you can see, I finished putting all the feeders down, so now you don't see any wires sticking up above anything down in here. All the feeders are in and they're hanging underneath. So you can see this in pretty much everywhere. They're all done throughout the whole layout, and glad to see them done. I've had enough. So the next thing now, and this is why I don't really have anything new to show you, is that I need to go under the layout and start hooking the wires into my bus lines, and I'm having some issues with my back pain and things like that, and I can't quite get under there just yet. So that's going to sit for another couple days until I can get myself organized to get under there and actually get it done. So I just wanted to take a quick thing and go into something a little bit different on the train yard, and let's go look at that. So here's what I want to talk about. When we were doing the rails on the approach to the roundhouse, I showed you we stripped off ties and bared up those rails to get them in there. Also, in areas like this where the rail joints are, we had to strip out ties, and I had said back then not to throw away the ties that get cut off from there, and that would be these. And we have a purpose for those, and I didn't want to throw them away. I'm sure a lot of people already know how to do all this, but maybe some people don't. So I want to take a minute and show what we're going to do with all of these extra ties that we have. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this. This is just a section of, a bunch of ties, and I'm going to match this up. So you look at the spacing between the ties here, and that's going to tell you how many you need. So I'm going to match this up, and it's looking like I need 4 ties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ties. Okay, so what I have is a pair of sprue cutters here, and I'm gonna count out 5 ties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna cut off at that point. Okay, so we have our 5 ties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now on these ties there are rail heads that actually hold the rails together, and we want to get rid of those rail heads that are on here. So I'm just going to take a knife. I'm going to put this down here, and I'm just going to take the knife and I'm going to just run down and cut off the rail heads that are on there, the rail spikes. I'm going to do that on both sides. Like that. So now we have a nice flat piece. I don't want to interfere with any of the wood grain that's on here. Not that it's big or anything, but it's there and it matches the rest of this. So the idea is to slip this underneath. So now you can see this fits kind of tight. So what we need to do is thin that down. So in order to thin that down, we're going to take a piece of sandpaper. So I have this sandpaper here, and I'm going to take the side that we didn't trim the nail heads on. So that's this bottom side, and you can tell it's the bottom side because it has small holes in it from molding and all that. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to rub it and thin this out on the sandpaper. You don't have to go too much with it. So now that this is thinned out, we're just going to take this and it should slip right underneath there, just like that. now we have full ties in that spot. So our spot is right here. We have full ties across there, and it completes the whole line, and that adds in getting rid of the look of the rail joiners, which is right here. And then we'll go back and we'll do that for all of the areas, all of these areas where there are ties missing. And we'll go back through with these little sections of ties, and we'll fill all those areas in. That's why we keep those. As a matter of fact, I have this whole bin full of them. I don't throw them away. As long as they're clean and they're in good shape, I hang on to those, and that's what they're used for. As for this roundhouse and turntable and everything, I don't know if you were paying attention in some of the other videos earlier where I had the bridge across there. The bridge was kind of destroyed. All the railings were missing and all that. I did get a chance to go ahead and finish this up this past week, over the last few days, and all the railings are back on. Everything is on here the way it should be, so you can kind of see how this all is whole again. So it's all looking pretty good. I added a couple figures to it just to get that done with, and so we're looking pretty good in that, and I think we're in good shape everywhere else. So now I just got to get my wiring done underneath and hooked into my bus lines, and once that's done, then I can have trains running. So until then, I think we're going to call this video done. I just wanted to give you a quick look at how to fill in the gaps on the tracks if you hadn't ever done this before. So that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. If you haven't been to my website yet, please go visit it. It's mikestrains.wordpress.com. That's where I post pictures of my train layout over there. So all that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you like what I've been doing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Look forward to having as many people as I can get watching this stuff. Just glad to have you all. So until next time, happy modeling.